Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't mind my rat's nest here. If you're new here, hi, my name's Janelle and I upload new videos every Wednesday. Today's video, I'm just doing a little chit chat, get ready with me. So if you want to see how I go from this to the end result, I'll try to insert here, then definitely keep on watching. So I'm gonna hydrate my lips using my Emile Gordon lip balm. They sent me a bunch of these and I'm obsessed. This is what I use to moisturize my lips every single day. I also have my coffee here because I've been up since like 6 a.m. The last couple of days I've been trying to be really productive because I have a bunch of like homework and stuff that I have to get done. So I've been trying to wake up at 6 a.m. to just get all that done, especially since I'm going out of town next week. I want to make sure I have all my assignments turned in before I go so I don't have to worry about it while I'm away. And then this morning I had to do like a technique class at my cousin's cosmetology school. So I did that. You guys, that was such a learning experience for me. I have done technique classes before with work, but no, it's been a while. So it was so different for me, like just explaining things, explaining how I do things, why I do things. But it was definitely very eye-opening because I found that, just so you guys know, I primed using Skin Refine Zone Primer and now I'm gonna use my Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation in Cashew and in Cork. Like I was saying, it was very eye-opening because I feel like as a makeup artist, I just assume that everybody knows how to do makeup the way I do it. And I assume that like with YouTube and everything that everybody is a professional. Now, it is true, most people are much more makeup savvy now because we do have the internet. So a lot of people know a lot about makeup, but not everybody knows as much as I think that they know. So it made me realize that I really have to, I should explain things a little bit better, explain why I'm using certain products, why I'm using certain brushes. So I do kind of want to incorporate a back to basics video. Where is my mirror? There we go. Just kind of going over everything. Another thing I noticed too is like a lot of times we'll like purchase products that like our favorite YouTuber or somebody suggests and we'll just get the tools that they use, but we don't even know why we're using those tools or why we're using those products. It's important to find out why you're using products, what products are going to work for you and your lifestyle, what's going to give you the effect that you want to go for. For example, right now I'm blending out my foundation with a beauty sponge because this is going to give me the most natural effect. It's kind of like picking up any extra product, spreading it out, and it's going to keep everything looking more natural. But if I wanted something super full coverage and I wanted to get the most out of my foundation without having to use some such product, I would go in with a dense synthetic brush. So it's just like basic things like that that I feel like I just assume everybody knows, but not everybody does. For the longest, I felt like I didn't have anything to teach anybody or I didn't have anything to offer anybody because I don't know why I never thought my skill set was that good, but it has definitely improved and I do feel like I actually do have a lot of tips and stuff to share with people, and I guess I didn't realize that until today, so it was just very eye-opening. It was a good experience though. I definitely, dude, this foundation is bomb. Like, it gives the most flawless finish. A little goes a long way. I'm already looking so much better. So for concealer, I'm going to use my Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer just because this gives me good coverage without looking or feeling too heavy. I'm trying not to apply too much just because we're literally going to be walking outside at Epcot. So you don't even need to put on like this much makeup, but I also wanted to film a video. So I was like, you know what? Let me just show like a quick 0 to 100 glam real quick. So Alex and I were actually going to Epcot today because our passes expire on October 14th. Because we were that couple that went to Disney the day after our wedding. We wanted to go to Disney, so we got a pass, but now it's almost expired. So we were like, we've only been a handful of times since we got our pass. We were like, okay, we need to at least go one last time before they expire to just make sure we got our money's worth. And our favorite of all of the Disney World parks is Epcot. lately I have been slightly stressed out. Let me add more concealer on my nose because, like I mentioned, I have like a research paper due. I have a bunch of homework due. I want to make sure that I still get videos up when I'm going out of town next week. So I've been trying to film videos, edit videos, so that way I have enough for once I'm out of town, and then that way I have a video for when I come back. So it's just been a lot. I have assignments due this week, work, and since we're going out of town, I'm like trying to get it all done. I've just been so stressed out about it. But what I did to kind of help out is I've just been kind of praying about it, and I'm like, God, help me out with this. This is stressing me out. I feel like a lot of times we go to God for the big stuff, but then like the little stuff we just assume that he doesn't care about. But he does care. So I was praying about it, and honestly it helped so much. Like, he's literally giving me the strength to wake up early to get stuff done. Normally I am not a morning person whatsoever. Like, you wouldn't catch me dead waking up early, but I've been doing it lately and I'm proud of myself. I really feel like I've been able to get a good amount of stuff done. So I'm hoping that I can continue to do that and not feel super exhausted for the rest of the week, because it's been a struggle. And then I use my Wet n Wild Oaks on You contour stick just to warm up the sides of my face. And the reason I'm using a cream in like a really soft color is so that way I get like the warmth of a bronzer, and then that way I don't have to use too much powder bronzer on top, so my skin won't look too like cakey or heavy. Again, normally if I'm going to Epcot, I'm not putting on this much makeup, but I wanted to get a video up for you guys, so I'm going a little bit more extra than I normally would. The reason I'm using this brush is because it has a blend of natural and synthetic hairs, so it'll pick up any excess product, but then the synthetic hairs are really going to help just blend it out. It just helps for everything to look more natural and seamless on the skin. It's crazy, I've mentioned this in a previous Get Ready With Me, but I'm going to use my Fit Me 235 Pure Beige powder. But I mentioned in a previous video how, like, for the longest, I stopped filming for a little bit, and then once I started filming again, I was just losing subscribers, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna give up, nobody's watching. So reaching that 13K meant so much for me, because it just made me so happy of why I didn't give up and why I kept at it. And I feel like that 13K will mean more to me than probably when I reached 100,000, because it was a struggle the last couple of years, but this year, ever since I've really dedicated and made YouTube a priority and stuck to my once a week upload, no matter how chaotic my schedule was, no matter what I had going on, I made a point to at least try to upload once a week, and it has made such a difference just prioritizing what I love doing, you know? So now I'm just gonna brighten up my under eyes using my Maybelline Fit Me powder. You guys have no idea how excited I am to go up north next week. I'm so excited to be in Florida. Like, it has cooled down a little bit. It's not so humid, at least, but it's still hot. It's still like 80 degrees out. So I'm excited to be in like a cozy atmosphere. I'm excited to see the foliage. I never know how to say it, but I'm excited to see the leaves change color. Like, you guys have no idea how excited I am. I feel like it feels like Christmas. Like, that's how excited I am for it. Lately, I've been loving my MAC, kind of like a brow pomade that's in the shade True Brunette. All right, and I'm just gonna use my Morphe brow pencil, the spoolie side, to just brush all my hairs up. And then when I fill in my brows, I like to just outline the top portion first, and then I go in with the pomade. I really just try to tap off the pomade as if it were powder. So how are you guys doing? What is new in any of you guys' life? Any exciting news? Any plans? So once that's applied, I'm using my Lancome. This is the lash primer, but I love using it as brow gel because it helps the brows look fuller. So I'm just running this through. It also helps soften up the pomade. And I like how it gives like a really feathery look to my brows. So it's gonna look weird at first because my brows look white, but it comes together, I promise. Go-to just simple look. So whenever I want a really simple go-to look, I'll take this color in the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. Times I'll also use this one in the Morphe one. the Morphe Jeffree Star palette. I love taking this color too. This one to me has a little bit more of a green tone. I feel like lately I've been using my Jeffree Star one for my everyday look, so I guess I'm just gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna take this color, so I'm just gonna take that with my Morphe E27. Any sort of fluffy blending brush that will disperse the product everywhere. Just lightly buff this kind of sloppily in my crease, let it get onto my eyelid too, and then I like working it into the front part of my eyebrow. And then I like to bring it kind of higher up here. I'm gonna take this JH33, it kind of looks like a MAC 217. I'm gonna lightly take the same color that we were just using and just pat that all over my eyelid. This brush, the hairs are a little bit more tightly compact. It's still fluffy though, so it won't go on too harsh, but it'll just give a little bit more color payoff for the lid. Next, I'm just taking my Charlotte Tilbury highlight palette. I'm gonna mix these two colors and put that in the front part of my eyelid. And then I'm also gonna slightly graze it up through here. And I'm taking this with my Morphe JH41 brush. I'm also gonna put this at the high point of my eyebrow. Next, taking this matte cream color in the palette, I'm just gonna graze that over the parts of the brow that I just used the shimmer highlight. Just very lightly, so that way the shimmer isn't too harsh. So I'm just gonna wipe everything away with my JH407 brush. Is that what it is? No, JH07? Yes. To bronze, I'm using my MAC Give Me Some bronzer. I'm just taking that with my Morphe M527 brush. And I'm just gonna start out at my forehead and warm everything up. I'm taking my bronzer with a fluffier brush like this. That way the bronzer is nice and soft. I don't have any harsh contour because, like I said, I'm just gonna be walking around outside, so I don't need to look too chiseled. Don't forget to bring it down the neck and on the ears. I hate when I forget to do that and then my face is like super bronze and then my neck is like ghost away. Cleaning up underneath of the bronzer with the same powder we used under the eye. I'm just chiseling this out. We're gonna buff this out. For blush, I've been loving mixing my MAC Desert Rose blush and then Gingerly. It gives like a soft plummy pink undertone with like a little bit of a warm tone. So with the Morphe E4 brush, I'm just gonna dip into both and just kind of buff it into the bronzer. So I almost forgot to warm up the sides of my nose, so I'm taking the same bronzer with this small fluff ColourPop brush. Just kind of go over top of where I applied my cream contour and then just kind of blending it into the shadow so there's no harsh line. For the lower lash line, I'm taking the same color I used all over the lid, What's the Tea, in the Morphe Jeffree Star palette. And with a pencil brush, I'm gonna drag that along the lash line. So I like to kind of squint my eye and then wherever that kind of like fold is here, that's how far down I like to bring it. I want it to have it the lowest in the center of my eye and then I'll taper it in closer to my lash line in here and then closer to my lash line in here and angle it up. So having it low and then now I'm just pressing it closer into the lash line up here. And then same thing on this outer edge, just kind of blending it up into my upper crease color. Kind of like a little boat under the eye. So it's kind of lowest here, comes in higher here, and then in higher here, up into those upper crease colors. I'm just going to spray my face with some Fix Plus. And then I'm going to highlight down the center of my nose using this highlight in the Charlotte Tilbury palette. I'm gonna apply mascara to my top and bottom lashes and then I will be applying some falsies. I actually don't think I want to do falsies today. I want to leave it like this. For my lipstick, I'm using one of my favorite lipsticks ever. This is the Milani Matte Tender lipstick. It's just such a pretty like red neutral color. Nude enough to where I can wear it with this and it not be overpowering, but it's like enough color to where it gives a little pop of something. And I'm gonna line my lips with Strip Down by MAC. I feel like I am gonna do lashes. I changed my mind, I'm doing lashes. So for lashes, I'm just using my wispy Amazon lashes. Look at the difference. Lash, no lash. It's like two different people. So now I'm just gonna quickly curl my hair. So to curl it, I'm using this extra long curling wand that I got from Amazon. And I already had curls in it earlier, so I'm not gonna curl my whole head of hair, but just like the front pieces, just to kind of freshen it up a little. Actually, no, for the front piece, I do like to wrap it in toward my face. Curl a couple of other pieces again, just to freshen it up a little bit. I'm only doing like the pieces on top of my head. Once I have enough pieces curls and they're cooled off, I just like to kind of run my fingers through it. But that wraps it up for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed going like -7 to like a 75 with me. If you guys did enjoy this video, enjoy just hanging out and a super chill video like this, just getting ready with me, then definitely give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you can be notified every Wednesday when I upload. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!